Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Unboxed. I'm so glad that you decided to join us today. So we're talking about managing leadership sabotage. There is one constant in leadership. You will have members of your team who will attempt to sabotage your best efforts. And so today I want to focus on step number 11, being able to stay on course when others sabotage you. I guess the most important question then would be, as we consider all that we've been discussing, how do I stay focused on self when others are trying to undermine or sabotage my efforts? Stick around as we unbox your leadership in order to unboxing your relationships. I'm Dr. Robert Davis, family life educator and relationship coach, and welcome to Unboxed, a frank and straightforward conversation about relationships. We're going to talk about family, church, workplace, and all other types of relationships. Join me for the next few moments as we unbox the power and potential of relationships and help you to live your best life. All right. Welcome again, everyone. So glad that you've joined us today at Unboxed. Before we get started, do me a huge favor. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and share. That's right. Like, subscribe, and share. Hit the notification button if you're following us on YouTube. And if you're listening to this via podcast, check us out at www.swg-unboxed.org. That's swg-unboxed.org. Okay, again, today I want to focus on step number 11, which is being able to stay the course when others sabotage you. So how do I focus on self and not the other when the other person is the one that's trying to sabotage my efforts? The answer is in the statement that I just read to you a moment ago. Being able to stay on course when others sabotage you. The answer, stay on course. I want to share 3 important courses a leader needs to stay on when we say stay on course. 3 important courses that a leader needs to stay on. And if you put these at the center, it will really help you to manage yourself as you are dealing with team members who are attempting to sabotage you. And here are the 3 courses. The first one is personal life course. The second one is relationship course. And the third one is extraordinary organizational course. All right, let me break those 3 down for you real quick. We want to make it easy. If we want to make it easier for someone to sabotage us, all we need to do is identify and tie our destiny into what others think about us. If we want to be unsuccessful and we want to be sabotaged, then tie your destiny, tie your self-image, tie your success and think about you. The more clarity that we have about our own personal life goals and our own destiny, the more small things within the organization appear as small things. I used to have an elder when I was pastoring in Louisiana, who would always say, and I didn't really get it until recently, to be honest with you, and that is, don't sweat the small stuff. It's all small stuff. Man, that I heard him say it over and over again. And this is a shout out to Eugene Hamilton, who's a phenomenal leadership coach himself. It was his father who said that to me. Don't sweat the small stuff. It's all small stuff. And too often we get bogged down in the small things. And so what I want to encourage you, in order so that you don't get trapped in the small minutiae and pettiness of life, I want to encourage you to develop a comprehensive list of your personal life goals. So that when these sabotages, this person is sabotaging a grant, if you're an executive director, this person is sabotaging a particular program, or they're attempting to sabotage, I want you to take a deep breath and go back and reflect on your comprehensive list of personal life goals, rather than allowing that one situation to control you. Think about your larger personal life goals. Secondly, and here's move on to the second one. Secondly, it is easy for someone to sabotage us when our relationship goal is for the other person to accomplish something for us. When our relationship goal, so the purpose of this relationship is for me to get something. When using others is our objective. And I've talked about this a lot as it relates to being a leader. Before there is any hint of sabotage, an authentic leader identifies what type of relationships he or she desires to have with their team. Not what they want their team to do, what they want their team to accomplish, how they want to grow the organization, where they want the organization to go. But they start off by saying, what type of relationship do I want to have with my team? And you can get even more specific with the various members. What type of relationship, back to my executive directors, do I want to have with the board chair, then the various members of the board, then my various departmental leaders or directors, and then down to, the rank and file members? What type of relationship do I want to have? And so focusing on your relationship goal during times of sabotage minimizes the impact, because it focuses on building the relationship between you and the sabotager rather than focusing on how to handle the sabotager. So rather than trying to focus on how do I handle the sabotager, I'm focusing now on building the relationship between me and the sabotager and being the type of person that will foster that type of relationship. So I want to encourage you to do something else. I want you to develop a clear statement of how you would like relationships to look. How you would like relationships to look. And again, if you have different layers of your organization, then go through the various layers and identify, kind of like the big picture. This is the type of relationship I want to have with my board. And then you may say, okay, and this is how the type I want to have with the chairman of the board. This type of relationship that I want to have with the treasurer. This is the type of relationship that I want to have with the COO or whatever it may be. And then kind of go through and say, okay, all the way down to those who you are in contact with on a regular, consistent basis, who are part of your relationship system. And just, put a little blurb, 2 to 3 sentences, 4 sentences max, of this is the type of relationship that I want to have with this person. And when sabotage begins to happen, focus on who you need to be in that relationship. And then lastly, the last one I talked about is it's easier for one person to kick down a dollhouse than it is for them to tear down a skyscraper. The larger, more grand the structure, the more difficult it is to destroy it. If mission and vision of the organization is small, then one person can tear it down. So I encourage you to focus on developing a large vision for your organization. And don't get me wrong, I know that every organization has its charter, it has its mission, and it has its vision statement, and it has its core values and all that stuff that, the gurus taught us to do. But I really want you to think about how you want to impact the world, how you want this organization to change the world. And if the organization already has it, then move forward and expand it, perfect it, grow it to its greatest extent. If it doesn't have it, begin to think and begin to dream, because sabotage takes root when we are not clear about our life goals. It takes root when we're not clear about our relationship course. It takes root when we're not clear about the extraordinary mission and vision of our organization. That's how it takes place. You can stay on course when you are being sabotaged, when you have a course to stay on. You can stay on course when you're being sabotaged, when you have a course to stay on. This is how we unbox our leadership, by unboxing relationships. I'll see you next time.
Seasoned with Grace, Unboxed also provides healthy relationship training and leadership development for businesses, churches, and community organizations. For a free consultation to discuss your team's needs, please contact us at our website at swg-unboxed.org. That's swg-unboxed.org.